So you're thinking about selling your home right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and you don't know who to choose to sell that home for you. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to put it on the market with. You're doing a little bit of research. Well, you're in the right place, because on today's show, I'm gonna walk you through what it looks like to hire a solid and professional, a competent agent that's gonna help you get that property sold. And I'm gonna let you meet some buyers and a buyer agent that I worked with recently that helped get a property sold right here in the Conway market. Let's get after it right now. So the main question here is, how do you sell a property? How does a real estate agent sell a property? How do you hire the right agent that knows what they're doing to get the property sold? Well, I'm gonna give you three things, maybe kind of four-ish, but really three things that I think help get the property sold. The first thing is exposure. The second thing is a salesman. You need salesmanship. And finally, you need support. Now let's deal first with exposure. You don't want to get stuck with an agent that is simply putting a listing in the MLS, hoping for a buyer agent to get it sold, putting a sign up in the front yard. That's not what you want. You don't want somebody who's only closing 2 to 3 deals a year. That's really not putting in the hard work or operating in the expertise to get that property sold. This is what I mean. When you list your property with us, we're gonna film a YouTube video. We're gonna get it on YouTube out in front of out-of-state, out-of-town buyers, I would imagine primarily, which happens to be pretty hot for our market. That's one level of exposure. Now, also, we have multiple databases. We have one database. I have over 1,000 people that I can send a text message and an email out to every single one of those buyers that have registered on our website, primarily, again, out of town, looking to buy in our market. We'll send a text message and an email out to each one of them with featuring your property and with a YouTube video link so they can see a walkthrough of it. That's exposure. Now, you also want to get it in front of a team of people, a salesperson that is actually making the calls and doing the work, that's talking to buyers on a weekly basis. Basically, I'm on that phone. I'm calling people like crazy every single day. It's super easy when I hear a buyer say, oh, I'm in that $300,000 to $400,000 price range. I need 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's very easy for me to say, oh, great, I've got the perfect property for you. Quick, I'll send you a YouTube text message that has a link to this video. Check this property out. Let's get a conversation going. Let's get that process started. Super easy, super simple. That's exposure. Now, of course, you want to do all the traditional stuff. We host open houses and things like that. We're gonna, we'll write a blog and put it on the website. We'll publish it. We'll get it out there on social media. We'll put it out all over the place. All the standard kind of stuff. And I'll send you articles and stuff for you to share with friends and family, blogs, listing description stuff. Things that you can share. That YouTube video, which is a great tool that helps facilitate and get these properties sold. I don't know how many times now I've got a listing out in Georgetown. Currently, I'm working where I've got all kinds of people blowing my phone up. It's super easy for me to shoot that YouTube video over. Conversations get going. I had a guy who called me up, was like, "Yeah, I've watched that video. I've seen it through and through," or something like that. And the point was that it obviously generated and piqued his interest, got him hungry, got him out there, got them wanting to see that property, which is what you want to happen. So exposure is your first thing. Now, the second thing that you need to get a property sold is salesman. You need salesmanship. You need somebody that's going to sell the property. Now, people don't want to be sold, but they want to buy. I mean, you have to have heard that. So the point is that the way I kind of look at it is selling a property is a lot like, how you're dating a girl and she brings her friend along to meet you, and that friend kind of has to give that nod of approval, or that yes or that okay, in order for the young lady that you're dating to feel encouraged enough to move forward with you. Well, that's where we are in real estate, guys. An agent comes alongside you, kind of gives you that encouraging and gentle nudge, knows what you want, has had that conversation with you, knows what your must-haves are, and they're literally giving you that gentle nudge, not being pushy, but going, hey, this checks all your boxes. I like this for you. This is a good fit. And then the person feels confident enough to make that purchase. That's what's happening on the buyer side of this equation, or at least in my opinion, that's what should be happening. The point is that, well, if I'm not there, how do we get that agent to have that kind of exchange with their buyer client? Now, they could be a great agent and already doing that. They're already having that conversation. You know, they know what they want. They're giving them those gentle nudges. They're tactfully navigating that delicate dance. But what you get when you hire me as your listing agent, as your seller, as your selling agent, getting that property sold, I'm gonna pick that phone up, I'm gonna call that buyer's agent, and I'm gonna arm that buyer's agent with all the ammunition that they need to get that property sold. I'm gonna let them know all the sales points. I'm gonna talk them through, hey, this is what's great about this property, this, and this. It's, and then I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of information on those buyer clients, so that way I can go, all right, well, it fits here like this for them. It fits and works like this for them. It's a simple conversation that two agents, it's a two-way street, that two agents can have as they're exchanging, as they're working towards getting that deal done. Just like in this video here, I worked with an excellent agent, Maggie Cooper, to get that property sold, and it was a wonderful experience. And that's what you want when you are when you're hiring a listing agent. When you're hiring someone to get your property sold, you need to hire someone that will take those extra few steps, will contact that buyer's agent, will put those sales points in front of them. When that buyer's agent is in front of those clients, it's gonna be it's too easy for them to go, oh yeah, the listing agent said this, and this about that property. And they bring it up in conversation, they've already got it in their head, they're already armed with it, and it just helps that process flow a lot easier since I know that property well. You need salesmanship. So in order to overcome that obstacle, it's a simple conversation and a simple phone call that I have with that buyer's agent, and give them the sales information that they need for your particular property to help their buyers get that property sold. And finally, that last thing is support. Now, support is super big. We need people on the back end of these transactions, like our team's director of operations, Rose Bain. She's coordinating with the attorney, she's working with the inspectors, she's working with the CL 100 pest inspector people, and she's coordinating all those details, going back and forth between you and everyone I've mentioned and myself, getting those details done. You want somebody that's on a team. Here at the Kana Group, I'm on a team. It's not just me. If something happens, I can pick up the phone and say, hey, I need help with this. Can you guys step up and do this or do that? You don't want a one-man show that's not backed by a team, that doesn't have the support and the capacity to roll with the flexibility that's sometimes needed in getting these deals done. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be things that happen. Things happen in my life and other people's life. You really want somebody that's on a team that can, super easy, super simple, pick up the phone, send a text message and say, hey, these people are coming to see this property, or this contract needs to move from here to here. And I'm backed up and have that extra capacity to get that deal done. So those are the three things that you really, really want to look for when choosing an agent to help get that property sold for you. Now, a small little caveat here, when it comes to exposure, I feel like, let's talk niche marketing. How do we get your property in front of the right buyer? During the summertime, we're targeting families. Why? Because they're primarily buying during the summertime because they're willing to move their children during the summertime. During the spring, we're targeting golfers because they're in town and this is a golf haven. And what better time to introduce them to their second home or their vacation property or their retirement property, where they're going to be, obviously they're not retiring for 5 or 10 years possibly. Well, great, it's a perfect time for you to start investing now and possibly rent that property out until you get ready to retire. That way someone else has paid for your retirement home. It's an easy sell. We're talking salesmanship again here. Anyways, so that's spring. We're hitting golfers up. During the winter, we're hitting snowbirds up. We're tailoring that marketing towards snowbirds because they're here, they're visiting, they're getting out of that cold weather of where they've come from. They want to get in a better climate, and we're showing them properties. These are people that are prospective buyers for our market that with the right salesmanship, they're making purchases. Oh wow, I would much rather live here. After visiting here, I like it a lot. I like the weather. Oh, this place has a lot to offer. And boom, they're making that purchase. So during the wintertime and those supposedly off-season months, which in my opinion, as far as sales go, it's never about the time of the year. There's always a right buyer. There is always a right buyer to buy your property. It's literally just about getting your property in front of that right buyer, that niche market, that's going to be opportune to buy your property. Now, end of the year, people, tax reasons, accountants spoken to them and said, hey, you've got to get this property sold, for tax reasons, or you have to buy a new property for tax reasons. These are the kind of buyers that you want to get your property in front of. Or somebody's moving during those winter months and they have to have something. They're probably not going to haggle you over the price so much because they're in need and it's winter months and inventory is low in our market during those winter months. You want an agent that knows those kinds of things, that knows when to sell your property and who to get it in front of. So we did summer, we did winter, we did spring. Anyways, the point is that you want to know that spend that's going to be on your property is going to change throughout the year. We might have your property, a listing agreement signed for 6 months. And for the first 3 months, it's summertime. So we got all of the information out about your property targeted at young families that are looking to make and possibly relocate to our market. Well, once we start breaking into, winter months, summer's over, we start moving into fall and those kinds of things, we're going to change that marketing up and change the spin that we put on your property to help get that property sold. Let me give you just a tad example. My broker in charge recently had a property for sale, at that, I think it was at $900,000 mark, there, give or take, and I could be ruining this on the numbers, so don't quote me. But the point is that he's got that property listed at $900,000. They couldn't get it sold. He changed the spin that he put on the property and put it back on the market for 1.7, got the property under contract. Because he changed the spin, he changed the buyer that was looking to buy that property, he changed the perceived value of that property, and look, that property went under contract. It didn't go under contract for $900,000, but it did at 1.7. There's a reason why spin matters. The spin, the target audience, how that property is being marketed, how it's being sold, and to whom it's being sold plays a huge role and an impact on getting that property sold. You want an agent that knows what they're doing and knows how to do that. Let's really quick debunk the myth of the best time to sell is peak season. Guys, there are buyers during the off-season months when inventory is lower. That's when you want to have that property on the market because you can charge a premium or a higher rate for that property when inventory is lower. Lots of people are thinking in their minds, hey, we're going to wait till after the first of the year. We don't want to deal with it right now. We'll sell it during peak season. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of traffic through that property during peak season, but are you going to have a lot of qualified buyers? You want a solid and professional agent that is going to get that property in front of qualified buyers. And during those off-season months, when the inventory is lower in our market, that's when you can charge a premium to sell that property. And most likely, those buyers aren't going to haggle with you too much over the price because they really need a home. I can get into more specifics with you if you give me a call. All right, now let's meet Maggie Cooper and Sue, two phenomenal people that I've really enjoyed working with.
What made you buy this beautiful home?
Well, actually, I think that this home fell into my lap. Because remember, we were looking at other homes, and one actually fell through, which I'm kind of glad. We were working with a realtor who didn't really want to get the deal done, in my opinion, my humble opinion. And so I got back on the internet and found this home, and I was like, oh, I got to come take a look at it. And when I came out to the community, oh my gosh, I was just blown away. So the home has the square footage I was looking for, has a number of bedrooms I was looking for, doesn't have an HOA, but I also wanted it to be in a community where people have pride in home ownership, take care of their grass and whatnot, and that is happening right here at this property. And it was a great price. And it just so happened that the seller, the realtor that's selling the property, worked great with you.
Right.
So I really felt like this home was it found me.
Right.
Sloan Home Inspections is more than just an inspection company. We're about relationships. At the end of the day, anybody can hand out a report. Not everybody can give a good inspection. Inspection's more than just telling people what's wrong, what's not wrong. It's about being there, explaining it, walking people through, working hand in hand with agents like Brandon from Keller Williams, Maggie from EXP, whenever they get into these back and forths to make sure that both clients both get what they need from the deal. And we're here not to take advantage of that. So whenever they need our help, it's not extra charges, it's nothing more. We're here to be there 7 days a week. Doesn't matter if we're underneath the crawl space, we stop what we're doing, we take the call, because their time is as important as ours. Mine doesn't trump theirs. But the good thing about us is we meet our clients and our agents where they're at. Like Maggie, I cover majority of South Carolina. I've been as far as the other side of Columbia.
Wow.
Just this week we were in Bennettsville. Cover the entire Grand Strand from the state line all the way down to the other side of Georgetown. Things that set us apart is we have 7-day-a-week availability. Just because it's the norm to work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, our agents and our clients are not on that timeline. Houses can't be shown sometime during the daytime. They can't be shown in the week. That's why we do them on Saturdays, we do them on Sundays. It isn't any extra fee. When we go out in the country where everything's on a crawl space, we don't charge extra for that. We do not make our customers pay extra for the house that they love for no fault of their own. But at the end of the day, guys, if you know anything about us, our communication, our availability, and our relationship, we'll drive it home every day. That's what we're here for.
All right, let's get in and take a tour of that home. Now this is the home, and these are the neighboring properties, as you can see. And nice and peaceful, just outside of all the hustle and bustle of the tourism of the Myrtle Beach area. We find ourselves right here in Conway. Now you'll notice there's a nice, beautiful 2-car garage, and this 2-car garage has been tiled. You see that flooring all throughout. There's some cabinetry put in as well. But let's get in here and go in through this front entrance. You see the custom work around the front door. When you walk in, super high cathedral ceilings. Look at that chandelier. Absolutely stunning and beautiful, guys. You got tile right upon entrance. Of course, the stairs to the left I just passed. Immediately to the right, we have a beautiful formal dining room. You'll notice the custom work over the archway, entryways. You'll notice the custom work there. Absolutely stunning. As you can see, there's gorgeous chandeliers throughout this whole property. You come right into the kitchen from the formal dining room. Nice little black splash, little accent wall put in here. You have your island right there in the center. Plenty of kitchen space. Guys, look at this pantry. Nice little walk-in pantry. Plenty of shelving, exactly what you're looking for. Let's just get a little view outside. Got the neighbors out back. Nice backsplash throughout that kitchen. And of course, this area opens up into the living room or the family room. You also notice a nice little bar right here, which is a nifty little plus. As you can see, beautiful hardwood floors, nice fireplace. Now, to my right is the back patio I was telling you about. Straight ahead is that master bedroom. And then to the left, of course, we have a closet here, is the entry to and from the garage. So as you'll see here, if you want to enter your home, not through the front door, but through the garage, there's a little half bath here. Nice little half bath. If you want to come in and out from the garage, you've got your steps here. Brings you right on outside into the garage area. You come in here, again, it's all tiled. You always want that tile in the bathrooms, the wet areas, and the entryway. Now this is our washroom hookup here. As you can see, there's our washer and dryer hookup. So this would be our laundry room. And of course, it is sectioned off from the living room and the main part of the house. But let's get over here to my left to this master bedroom. Beautiful high ceilings, Beautiful chandelier. Nice walk-in closet. Come in here. We have our vanity. It's nice and tiled. As you can see, there's a nice little bench in the shower. Nice tiled shower with a little window accent here. And a beautiful garden tub. Absolutely. Again, those high ceilings, even in the bathroom, very, very nice touch. And come in this way. Let's head out to that patio. See our fireplace there. This does look to me to be a gas fireplace. Very, very nice. But let's get out this patio. Let's check this view out. Look at that, guys. Absolutely stunning. Plenty of space out here. It's screened in. There are fans. As you'll see here, there are 2 fans in the screened-in porch area. There's extra patio space outside. As you can see all around, there's our gas tank. And again, there's another fan here in the outside porch area. And as you walk through, of course, there's a door to my right, which leads to that nice garage. And then you have another fan here outside of this patio area. And again, all this is patio. There's tons of parking. Tons and tons and tons of parking. Excuse me, this might, I said this was a 3-car garage, but this may, well, I guess technically it is a 3-car. There's enough, but there's only 2 entryways, 2 doorways here. There's your extra space. There's a sink out here. There's even a restroom. It's a nice little workspace out back. And then there is another sectioned off room here with a separate entrance. So as you notice, you come back out here. To our left, we have a little shed here. But you'll see there's plenty of space out here. Plenty, plenty, plenty. And that about wraps it up for our video here at 1058 Waccamaw. Excuse me, 1058 Academy Drive in Conway. I'm not talking about Waccamaw. I'm still thinking about that Waccamaw Elementary School. Again, just so you can see some of the surrounding area out here. That about wraps it up, guys. Just listed. Check it out. All right, and let's get upstairs. Now, as you can see, guys, this foyer has a stunning chandelier. It is beautiful. And we come right into a family great room. Good size. We have bedrooms to our right. We also have a bedroom and a bathroom to our left. A little bit of space up here. Let's start with the bathroom. As you can see, very great size. Nice linen closet. Shower. Good size. Bedroom. You can see here. Closet. Natural light coming into that window. Now when we come this way, we have a bedroom on our left. We have a bedroom on our right. And a 3rd bedroom on this side of the house. So we'll start right in the middle. As you can see, good sized room. And all the way at the end, another great sized room. A nice sized closet, some natural light out that window. And then finally, the last bedroom here. Again, with a decent sized closet. And a little view of the backyard. And guys, that just about wraps it up here for 1058 Academy Drive right here in Conway. All right, guys, so this home has been on the market a total of 91 days, including today, the closing date for our buyer here at 4 o'clock in just a little bit. All right, guys, so, this home was previously listed before me It did not sell. Thank you, Jesus. And we ended up getting this home under contract and closed right around that 90-day mark. All that being said, guys, this home is a gorgeous home. Yeah, it's 5 bedrooms, over 3,000 heated square feet, over 4,000, I want to say, total square feet, guys. Garage out back, so much going on. Beautiful home in a great location, not within an HOA, which was a huge win on our buyer's part. Either way, guys, you know, I make my listing, my clients, a 30-day guarantee. If I can't get your property sold in 30 days and you're unsatisfied with my service, I will let you walk on that contract. Now, obviously, in that first 30 days, we're doing all kinds of stuff to get that property sold. We're not just putting it in the MLS. We are not just putting a sign up in the yard. Of course, we do those things, but we're putting it on YouTube. We're getting in front of out-of-town and out-of-state buyers right there on YouTube that are checking out this channel all the time. We also have a database of over 1,000 people that have registered on our website that I send a text message and an email out featuring your property directly to them. So as soon as that thing goes and hits the MLS, one of our top priorities is to get that text message and email out. Now, also, you know, I'm making calls all the time, every single week to people just like you, buyers in our market that are interested in, you know, in buying Myrtle Beach real estate. So it's super easy. Once I find out what your home is, I get it listed, I can say, hey, I've got the perfect 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's $450,000. It's right in your price range. I can send that right over to buyers. I'm working those front lines every single day, all the time. So when you list your property with me, you are going to get a professional and competent agent that's going to work alongside great other agents just like Maggie Cooper here to help get this property sold. You know, we work diligently, night and day pretty much, kind of babysitting this deal to get it done, but that's what you expect when you're working with a top quality listing agent here in the Myrtle Beach market. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for checking out this video. Please click on some of the other videos down below or up in the top corner. This is Brandon signing off with that Selling Myrtle Beach Real Estate channel.